Alright. Let's waste no time and get right into today's video. I'm going to be talking about the dating game in 2025 and people's expectations in general. And one thing everybody can agree on is both sides want some unrealistic shit. Like, literally, these conditions cannot be met by the average person on either side. Maybe sometimes, but not all of the time. It seems like every single dude that I meet wants the same thing: some unrealistically fat ass and titties, or some generic bad bitch who, if you've ever spoken to any women at all, will realize that most of them fall into this category. Nobody spends a second thinking about anybody's personality. Dudes see other men chasing these kinds of women and they feel the need to want the same thing. They think that maybe, oh, if I don't get this kind of girl, I'm a lame ass motherfucker. Hell, even porn. I feel like porn creates unrealistic expectations as well. I sure as hell did not forget women. Women all seem to want the same thing too. They want some really tall, light-skinned dude, really dark skinned dude. Uh, they want them to make six figures, drive some crazy shit, fresh off the lot, perfect fucking teeth, just the same shit. And it's like, nobody's perfect. Attraction is attraction, and love is love. These are two entirely different things. And the craziest part is, I like fat ass and titties too. I'm probably no different than those other men. But the difference with me is I'm able to look outside of all of these things and then say, okay, I like her personality, or I like this about her. And I'm able to form a connection based on that. If you're going off of looks alone, I promise you, whatever you're trying to make or whatever you're seeing in the future, just based off of looks, it won't last. Nobody has any idea about how love works. Real love works unconditionally, and in that sense, you have to form a real connection outside of what somebody looks like, which most people don't understand, let alone can do. That's not even a thought in the average person's head. The only thing going through somebody's head is, damn, that's a bad bitch. That's a fat ass. Goddamn. Goddamn, that shit fat as hell. She walking by, man. Goddamn, I'm trying to smack her ass. That shit fat as hell. Or the girls probably be like, oh my god, girl, you know, he's a businessman. He drives a Maserati. He's so fine with his beard. I want to rub his beard, or some just some crazy ass shit. And you'll realize that not one of those people said, oh, I like her personality. I see that she has good goals in life. Or I see that she wants to be somebody in life. Or I see that he wants to do good things in life, or whatever. Other than him being a businessman or whatever. I mean, even at that point, I feel like you're marrying for or falling in love over materialistic shit. Like, just because he has a good job and all this other shit. I mean, what if he loses that, right? What are you gonna do? Go back to the club, start shaking that ass, listening to Sexy Red. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me. That's right. That's right where the hell she going after all that shit is said and done. So it's like, come on. It's like we got to start thinking about the shit that matters. It's like, can I really tolerate this person? Do I really give a fuck about this person outside of them being a bad bitch, or outside of them just being fine as hell or whatever? Because to be honest with you, things are gonna change. Like, for example, when I mean things are gonna change, you might not be that handsome dude that she fell in love with, or you might not have that job. You might have to get a new job, or you might have to. Some things might change. If that was what the attraction was based off of, then I promise you that relationship will not go anywhere afterwards. And you have to think about these things because we're not getting younger, we're all getting older. I feel like a lot of people in my generation and the generation after me, nobody's thinking about that shit. Everybody, once again, is thinking about the same thing, which attraction is attraction, don't get me wrong. That's not gonna change anything. You're gonna be attracted to whoever the fuck you wanna be attracted to. There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. I'm gonna like fat ass. You're gonna like a tall dude, like a 7 foot NBA player or some shit. We're gonna like what we like, but it's like, after you meet that person, are they a good fit for you? That is the question you should be asking yourself. Because you don't want to go 20, 30 years with somebody who you don't know and you've just married or fell in love with based off of looks, right? Because if you do that, the chances of you finding somebody else later on in life might be slim to none. You might not find anybody else. You might be a lonely ass motherfucker depending on the circumstances, or you might just bounce back. Nobody knows. I'm just saying, if you want to be on the safer path, just choose wisely who you're speaking to and who you're investing time into, like on that level. Like, don't just hand out titles. If we're talking, we're talking. But if we're doing something else, then we're doing something else, right? You do not want to be like 60, 70 years old stuck with somebody who you don't even know. You've married them and got like 8 kids with them based off of attraction and looks only, and now you're just fucked, right? For the rest of your life. Think about how miserable you're gonna be. That shit is crazy. If this message does not like seep into your brain and make you change your ways or start looking at things differently, then it's just ignorance at that point. And if that shit happens to you after watching this video, you're a dumbass. Like, that's the nicest way to put it. You're a dumbass. I could say some crazier shit, but just to keep it simpler, you're a fucking idiot. Just on the simpler side. Literally, if somebody, let's say you have a whole checklist of like 10 things, right? Let's say you have 10 things that you are looking for in a relationship. If somebody marks off at least 3 of them, you have to give them a chance, right? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. If they look good, that's one thing checked off. The next thing you gotta look for is the personality and all the other things. Otherwise, you're gonna be waiting for this perfect person for the rest of your life. There's a whole, you have 10 different things that somebody has to meet. Little bro, this isn't no fucking Disney tale where you meet some princess in a castle that's perfect as hell, gonna match all the 10 things that you want in a woman, and she's just waiting for you in the castle, and you have to run through the fucking castle and fight a fire-breathing dragon, and then she just becomes your princess at the end of it all. You have to literally compromise to find a good relationship. Like, nobody's perfect. Once I said that shit like 10 times. Hopefully that's the point of this video. Nobody's perfect. To find true love, you have to compromise. That's the end of the video. Have a good day.